What do you think, Winona? Some good tuna? She got right to it. Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome to another live post here at the Wildcat Sanctuary.
Good morning, good morning. Come one, come all. We are so happy to be live once again here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Rescued Tigress Winona, making short work of one of kind of a handful of pieces of enrichment that are in her free roaming habitat today. Typical Winona, she's got to come up and say hi
hello
to the people.
Thank you for the chuffs.
Hey, thank you. I think you give some of the best chuffs here, Winona.
I agree. She has a good chuff. Good morning, Winona. You liking your enrichment? You gonna go say hello to everyone? Good morning. Hello, Jeannie. Good morning, Sherry. Jenny, Winona. Yes, we are with Winona today. It's another beautiful day here at the Wildcat Sanctuary and Wednesday.
Yeah, you got your water topped off. They just cleaned your outdoor habitat. They just placed some enrichment for you. They're cleaning your indoor bedroom. You're getting the work. You're getting the works.
The works. Yes, she is. And she's saying hello and thank you. Hi, Winona.
Yeah, I think that's kind of one thing I often talk about, similarities between Winona and Dash. And I think one just kind of clicked with me here. And Winona kind of likes getting a little bit of praise before she goes off to enjoy her enrichment. And I feel like Dash does the same, where, we've placed some new enrichment in there for him. He's going to come up. He's going to make sure that you give him his tiger love, and then he's going to go off and play with his toys.
That's a good point. She likes some encouragement.
Yeah.
She likes to know you're watching, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that was kind of a good a parallel between the two, at least that I think that.
Carrie said Winona Wednesday. I like that.
That works.
Winona
that works,
Wednesday.
Carrie. I like that a lot.
Hello, Kathy. Good day to you, too.
Kathy,
Linda.
Hillary Boxall.
Marcy, I love Sassy Pants Winona. Me too.
Tanya Toner's here. Krista. Nice to see everybody filing in slowly but surely. And today on this Wednesday, there's kind of been a lot of things going on, Winona. Obviously, with Miracle Match underway, we have been wanting to highlight some of our legacy rescues. Obviously, every single one of the cats that have come through the doors here at the Wildcat Sanctuary over the last 25 years are very, very special to us. But over the next kind of 25, or rather throughout Miracle Match, we're trying to share stories of 25 rescues of sanctuary times past. And before, I want to go and say hello to some more people, especially Kelly.
Hey y'all, a good southern welcome. Hey
y'all. Kelly, hope all is well down south, and Winona sends her best along with all of us.
She does. Torben, good morning.
Hey, Torben.
And sponsor girl Winona, thank you for being such a dedicated sponsor parent.
Torben, you rock. Thank you for that. And your sponsor gal is hunched over simple but effective enrichment. That looks like a simple little log that you might throw in the fire, but no, that has small holes drilled into it where we're able to place and scent. This is some tuna that have been placed into those holes, so Winona gets to puzzle those out. She's got her barrel with some added scents, her toys moved around, and even has a hanging barrel back there that Olivia, maybe you've caught her using the hanging barrel, but there was some sense added to that. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Fingers crossed.
Some fireworks on the live post.
Well, you kind of touched on what today is, Judson.
Exactly. And I can segue back into it. And today we're highlighting Rescue Cougar Liberty. And Liberty is probably, now what's become kind of an innumerable amount of kind of impacts working with these cats over the years. Liberty was certainly kind of one of the first for me to just have just a huge impact on me. Her story, the condition that Liberty was left in after what she endured as a privately owned cougar, and then what she was able to attain here at Sanctuary. And it was a sense of freedom. She was able to gain some of her health back, and then I think most importantly, Liberty gained a friend. She joined another one of rescued cougar, Raja, who kind of became one of her seeing eye cougar, if you will. And we'll talk a little bit more about their story too in detail. But most importantly, Liberty serves, as so many here at the Wildcat Sanctuary and so many before her, as a prime example as to what these types of cats face when they're being kept in private hands. Liberty was a cougar. Liberty was only about 45 pounds as a fully grown cougar. Liberty, for the first year of her life, was only fed milk. She did not receive a proper diet, and because of this, she suffered from metabolic bone disease stemming from that improper diet. When she came to us, she had fractures in her back legs. Her legs were actually bowed because they were not able to grow properly. And so that also, if you were to see Liberty, and maybe you saw that picture of her this morning, you would notice that she's a lot smaller than you would think. And very simply, she is. Her legs are bowed because of that metabolic bone disease, not including the fractures. And so she was never ever to grow, and her growth was stunted because of that. And so as we do here, a cat like Winona, who just like Liberty, did not get a fair shake in the first chapter of her life. We're happy that she's here at Sanctuary, but it's all about telling their stories and highlighting their time here at Sanctuary so we can understand where they came from, the type of life that they're able to live here thanks to your support, and then how we're going to make a difference for those in the future.
Absolutely. Yes. Liberty definitely serves as an example. I agree, Judson. I'm going to shift a little bit first. We have this nice tree cage.
We can get on the other side.
We've addressed the tree cage before, but for tigers like Winona, we got to keep those trees safe. But Liberty is an example for what cats in captivity have to endure. Liberty's case is obviously very extreme, but I think also her transformation was very extreme. And all your support here at Sanctuary truly, truly transformed Liberty's life. And so I think reading her story really stands as a beacon for all the cats we currently have here, those to come, and for cats like Winona, who we see strong and healthy today and playing with enrichment, playing with her barrel, being the tiger she was meant to be.
Yeah, and exactly. Just knowing that life hasn't always been this sweet for a cat like Winona, and we're fortunate to have the support system that we do for her.
She's moved on to that second log, it seems. Maybe checked it out briefly.
It's always just a great example of what it's like too when caretakers go into a habitat. They've shifted around some toys, they've placed some scents, and Winona's just going to feel it out. She is curious. She's going to kind of wander around, and we love seeing that. One thing we often say, there's no denying the fact that our rescues are living in a captive environment, and the fact that we put an emphasis on making sure that we're keeping that environment diversified and stimulating, is the least we can do for a cat like Winona. Obviously, we didn't put Winona in this cage. She was born in captivity, and we know where she came from, a breeder dealer that was selling her cubs on the internet for profit. But we're happy that thanks to you all, you guys have given us the resources to give Winona this, which is the most important thing.
Absolutely. Kathy asking if Winona is next to the Ukraine Pride. Not quite. On the same side of the sanctuary, her neighbor directly across from her would be Tao, and then her neighbor on her shared wall would be Thor Jr.
Correct. Yep, and it would be, Thor Jr. She's had her son, I guess Thor's over there. We can see him there being rather coy and sneaky on the fence line.
I didn't even see him. Yeah. He is being sneaky. Let's see if we can get, I don't even know if the camera, there we go. He's that little white figure on the other side of the fence, being very sneaky.
I love Thor because, and certainly Thor gets all the attention in the world, but this is also, I think, kind of a plea for attention. He sees us standing over here paying attention to Winona. And she says, yeah, it's all about me today. Hey, Deborah, glad to have you with us. A lot of people joining us today, about 130 folks watching. Glad to have so many of you with us. That is Tigress Winona. She is helping us celebrate 25 years of rescuing and the double donations of Miracle Match. We're talking about some of the legacy rescues that have come to call the Wildcat Sanctuary home. Of course, we love hearing from you during these live posts.
Yes.
I also want to thank everyone. Yesterday, we, there's so much messaging that goes on during Miracle Match, and so we appreciate you guys keeping up with it all. But yesterday we had Sushi's habitat, and we were trying to cover some expenses for her habitat. And on Facebook alone, I made a post asking you all to help us raise $1,000 on that post. And it's at just under $1,000. So I wanted to give a personal and live thank you to everyone. I think it was $1,000 distributed among 14 different donors. So, we set those goals and you guys step up to achieve it. And it's never guaranteed that we're going to achieve those goals, but when we do, and regardless when we come close, I'm always thankful for it. So there's my personal thank you.
That's so awesome.
For helping us make a big dent in Sushi's new habitat.
We are getting some questions about Winona's tail, Judson. I was waiting for the moment it happened, kind of circling back around to Winona's previous life.
Yeah.
And all the miracles that you make happen, speaking of Miracle Match, Winona came to us with her tail like this. She does have a bob tail. And allegedly, according to her previous owner, it was bitten off by a lion in an adjoined cage. We don't know if that's the truth or what the actual story is, but thankfully it seems to have no lasting effects for Winona. She has that very distinct tail, though. You can always recognize her.
You got the bob tiger tail.
You do have the bob tiger tail, don't you, Winona? What do you think?
Yep, but just like Olivia said, she's no worse for the wear. It did happen at the facility that she was living at. It was surgically amputated, and didn't happen here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. And a good reason why it wouldn't happen, Olivia, is as a matter of fact,
we were just doing it. Yeah,
we were rolling our sleeves up alongside with the animal caretaking staff. You can see Thor, who's sitting along their shared wall over there. It looks like a regular old kind of fencing along that wall, but there's actually fine meshing that goes along that wall. So no tongues, no tails, no ear tips, nothing like that's going to make its way through fences here at the Wildcat Sanctuary.
Yes, our awesome caretakers. I'm going to pan the camera. Hey! Wave, everyone! They do all of the amazing things to take care of the cats, including fence meshing like this to keep everyone safe. Thor Jr. on the other side of that wall watching closely. But yes, it wouldn't happen here like you said, Judson.
Yeah, and there's no redundancies in safety when it comes to working with these big cats. That's another thing we often say, which is why it comes with checking up on things like that, making adjustments, and making sure that it's going to be safe for cats and people here at the Wildcat Sanctuary.
We have a good question, and then I think we should do another intro, Judson, because I'm seeing lots of good questions with seemingly new people. Someone asking if we're open to the public. We are not, which is why it's so awesome you're on this live. This is the one and only way to see the cats of the Wildcat Sanctuary, because we are closed to the public. But I'll let you do an intro, Judson, kind of welcome everybody. We have 148 people here.
Look at that, Winona. You are such a star today, aren't you? Welcome, everyone. Happy to have so many of you along with us. You're tuned in live to the Wildcat Sanctuary. We are forever home and rescue for wildcats in need. And as a certified 501c3 nonprofit, we rely on people like you watching this post to make all the happy endings here for our rescues possible. And Olivia just mentioned we are not open to the public, which is why we're so happy to have you here. This is a great way to get to know our cats, get to know our mission, and then perhaps join in so you can, alongside with all the people you see watching here, make a difference for the cats here at the Wildcat Sanctuary.
Yeah, Winona.
Thank you for chiming in, Miss Winona. Thank you.
Yeah, she's a little chatty. I'm hoping we can pick it up. People are asking how old Winona is. I believe she's around 8, 9, somewhere in that range, Judson. Do you know?
I'd have to say 9, Olivia.
Okay.
And I wouldn't be, I can't be sure, but I perhaps could even say maybe she's just turning 10 this year. But I would have to go back and double check the books.
It's in the ballpark of 10 for sure. 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there, Winona. So not a super young gal, but not old by any means. She has quite a few years left here at Sanctuary, which is very exciting, Winona. What do you think, pretty girl? You have that very distinct expression. I love Winona's, what do people say? Airplane ears?
Helicopter
ears? Okay. Faith saying she shared Winona's link on this post. Thank you,
Faith.
Faith. Okay, Kelly, thank you. She was 5 when she arrived in 2020, so she's got to be around 9. Thank you, Kelly, keeping us in check.
I am very appreciative of that.
Yes.
And, and that's one thing, Winona, is, as we're kind of talking about Miracle Match and ages of cats, and, I think that when we talk about ages, it's worth, kind of contextualizing that. And when we ask, okay, how old is Winona? Winona's, 9 years old. She's not even halfway through her projected lifespan in captivity. And so to think that we here at the Wildcat Sanctuary are a forever home for our rescues. We do not sell them off. We're not going to trade them. The wildcats that are living here will live here for the rest of their days. And so I love that we're always asking about ages, but I think what I would ask in return is when we kind of learn about these ages to really kind of contextualize it in the bigger picture of what we're doing here, how many young cats we have, how many cats that are maybe middle-aged, and as well as our geriatric and senior population.
Yeah, which is why your support being doubled means so much, because caring for a tiger, as you would imagine, is very costly each year.
Yeah.
So as an estimate, Winona has around 10 more years with us, hopefully a few more, and that adds up. And we have 150 cats on property, so donations being doubled during Miracle Match makes twice the impact. There is no better time to give, especially for cats like Winona.
Exactly. And if we were just to slice it the simplest way possible, sure, many of you who are watching this post are cat lovers. You have cats at home, probably multiple cats. And you can think about what it costs to feed your cats. You can think about what it costs to buy new toys and cat furniture for your cats, what it takes to take your cats to the veterinarian, and then now supersize that. And that's how much it costs to care for one of these single tigers. It's about $10,000 a year on average, including their habitat upkeep, veterinary costs, diet. It's a big expense, and to think that Winona's going to be with us for the next 10 years and more. We're so happy that we have the type of support system, who are going to ensure that she has a compassionate and wonderful remainder of time here at the Wildcat Sanctuary.
Judson, I might put you on the spot here really quick. Someone asked, let me find it. Well, Winona, this is perfect. Someone asked, if you make tiger noises to Winona, will she respond to you? Are those your tiger noises?
Well, I chuff at her,
Okay.
but she's she's a moaner and a groaner, and I feel like I'm prone to just making tiger moves like at will in the office.
At will? Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
we almost got in the face, Winona. That made me nervous.
Almost a trip to the water park right there.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, yes, we will chuff to Winona. We will make noises to her and she'll respond. But she is over our laughter. She moved behind the tree cage. Miss Winona.
All the more to stalk you from.
Yes, we will move to where you are, Miss Winona. All right. Marcy's saying it sounds more like your stomach is growling.
Well, it's that time of day too, Marcy.
Yeah. Lots of people saying hello. Hi, Debbie. Good to see
glad
you.
To have you with us.
Lisa saying that she seems very content getting to visit with you. That she does. She is liking to hang out today.
Yeah, certainly Winona likes, some socialization in her day, and we're glad that certainly people and even outside of Olivia and I carve out time to give some tiger chuffs to her along the fence here.
Absolutely. Someone asking if this is Dash's mom. Bingo. This is
correct.
Dash's mom. That is a good eye for who I can't see. It would be Laura. Laura, that is correct. This is Dash's mom. Dash is another tiger here at Sanctuary, her 3-year-old son. And you can read about Dash on our website, and I'm sure one of our very devoted followers will link to his page here. And you may know Dash from the recent Dodo video as well. Let's see. Best tiger sound from Winona is her unique chuff. I agree, Torben.
I think that she has, I think her, Pandora and the Tiger Trio have some of my favorite chuffs. But I also love Tarek's chuff, which is more of a huff than a chuff. And then Indy, I think, gives very distinct chuffs. So that's where it's just so hard to start crowning favorites, isn't it?
I'm patiently waiting to hear if the lions sing to Judson, if he's finally... Are you going to give us a lion song,
Faith,
Judson?
I sing when the Ukraine Pride sings.
Okay. I look forward to that.
And I'll grow my hair out, too.
Okay, to match?
Try to match Taras
All
as
right.
well.
All right. Faith, thank you. Dash and Marcus are linked. Winona link I shared, too. That's awesome.
Sweet.
Lots of people commenting on how beautiful you are, Winona. I have to agree.
Yeah, you certainly are, Winona, and kind of like we mentioned a little bit earlier in the post, Winona is a good kind of touch point to the cat that we're talking about today on our Facebook page. Liberty, a former rescued cougar who lived with us for some time at the Wildcat Sanctuary, and how for many of our rescues, starting out, they did not get a fair shake in life, coming from cruelty-type situations, coming from neglect and situations where they're being owned privately. Winona, who we've been spending time with today, Liberty, who we're going to be talking about even more, are just as we've said, kind of more than a handful of times, excellent examples as to the power of what we can do and the power of change that we can make for the rescues here.
Does she ever see Dash? Julie is asking. Nope, they're on separate sides of the sanctuary. You can read more about that on our website, which is linked in our bio, or it sounds like lots of people have been dropping links.
Yeah, and Dash, as a matter of fact, did live over where Thor is. And, certainly, I want everything to have, that Disney ending too. But, you'd think, well, mother and son, I'm sure they'd love to live together. But then we think about what was Winona's kind of relationship and context of tigers before her life here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. She was only to be bred. Her interaction was with a male tiger who was breeding her and then having those cubs taken away with her. Winona didn't have social skills. She was never given the chance to be a mother. And this is tragic. It's hard even talking about. We would love for Winona to be able to live with her son. But due to her prior life and those circumstances, she was never given the tiger tool set, if you will, to be a mother.
We have Marcy saying that she's spreading the word about TWS wherever she can. Thank you, Marcy. I think that brings up a good point that if you like what you're seeing today, definitely give us a like, a comment. Loving all these comments, but also sharing is a great way to help. Does she ever see Dash? No, she prefers her space. That's another way of saying it too. Winona would rather not be with any tigers. She did come to us with her companion Marcus, who was Dash's dad, and she told us very quickly that she preferred to live alone. So it's not only Dash, but Winona just likes to be an independent lady overall. Those piercing eyes, Winona, I know you are locked in right now. I have a feeling that you might be following Judson behind me. Judson just stood up, and you'll notice the shift in Winona's behavior. We're always watching the cat's behavior here at the Wildcat Sanctuary to keep us and them safe. And she is locked in. You'll notice that her eyes have not wavered from the camera. He's standing directly behind me. Her ears are alert. And I have a feeling that she might move any moment. So
I think if you move a square,
I know. So I might move. Let's see. Yep. There we go.
She says, I win. I win every time.
You do win every time. Good job, Winona. Here are your words of affirmation that we were talking about on the beginning of the live. Yeah. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. Any chuffs? I was giving you a moment to chuff, Winona, but you didn't take it. There we go. Lissa saying possible stalk and pounce. She did it. She did the stalk and pounce. Well, what about this sign back here, Judson? I feel like we need a... Winona just made her exit.
I think it wouldn't be right, Olivia, if we ended the live post without showing off our sign.
I know.
That it took so long for us to
made.
Make. Yeah. Day and night we were working on it. But as always, there's tons of different ways to give during Miracle Match. This is a simple little link. You can type this into your browser, bit.ly/Miracle Match, and it'll bring you right to our donate page where your gift can go twice as far for our rescues. And I'm happy to be celebrating double donations, Olivia.
Me too.
Miracle Match is young. We have about kind of 1.75 more months of double donations, so I'm looking forward to it.
1.75 more months. I like that math.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited too. We have lots of exciting things to come. Again, Liberty today will be sharing her story. She is a fixture here at TWS. Her story is very, very important to our work and our mission. So stay tuned to all of our social media today for more on that. But I do feel like we have to end on a cat. So where can we go? Is Winona still in? She's right behind us.
Yeah. And Lisa Parker,
Here we go.
I'm gonna pick you out because I've never known what a backslash is, // You know, a slash is that or this. Is it a forward slash? Who knows? So I appreciate you correcting me
That
there.
is a good point.
Click a slash, and if it's the wrong direction, then
Then make it the right
change
one.
it to the other slash, I say.
Exactly.
All right. Well, everyone, have an excellent rest of your Wednesday. Today is it is Wednesday, like I just said. We are going to be posting our wish list too, if you could keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, everyone have a great rest of your day.
Bye, everyone.